Hey y'all, glory be to God. Welcome to the Kingdom Woman channel where living for God is made practical. You already know what it is. I'm outside of the gym. I'm about to go in here in a little sack. But before I did that, I wanted to come touch bases with y'all real fast. Let's pray some encouragement. So let's go. So today I wanted to talk about man, money, cars, and clothes. And you can add anything else to that list you want to. But that list is really just a list of examples of things that we seek after in the world. And when we have a very worldly mind, we think that if we can obtain a certain amount of money, or if we could be married to a certain person, or if I could have a bunch of real estate, or if I could wear the flyest clothes, or whatever the case may be, that will make you feel a specific amount of gratification, satisfaction. But in reality, those worldly things, they don't mean nothing. They really don't. And what you'll find is a lot of times when you obtain those things, you know what I'm saying, they don't, a lot of people end up working real hard to obtain those things just to find out that they still don't feel fulfilled as they would have hoped to have felt. And the truth is that it's a trick of the enemy to make us believe that we can obtain something or acquire something out here in the world that will make us feel fulfilled. That's a lie. That's a trick of the enemy. And he uses that lie. He uses that that feeling of dissatisfaction, that feeling of not feeling fulfilled and not feeling successful. And you know what I'm saying, in this world we live in where, you know what I'm saying, everybody is trying to climb this ladder status, and those things don't mean anything. They really don't. If they did, billionaires wouldn't need to keep getting more and more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? That should be billionaires and millionaires. Well, it's nothing wrong with being a millionaire, but billionaires, they spend their whole life, not their whole life, but you know what I'm saying, they devote a good chunk of their life to obtaining more and more and more and more, and it's like no matter how much they obtain, it's never enough. Well, that's because they're seeking worldly things to fill a void that only God can fill. God is the only one that can make you feel fulfilled, and the pursuit of him is what makes you feel fulfilled. Those voids you have in your life and on the inside of you, those voids are for God to take to reside in, right? Though, you know what I'm saying, life is hard, and as we travel throughout life, we go through traumas and different situations and circumstances. Whatever the case may be, you may have, been somebody who grew up real poor or whatever. And so, you know what I'm saying, you always desire to have this or that or a certain shoe or something like that. And you think that if you get it, you know what I'm saying, you can overcome that feeling that you felt, you know what I'm saying, as a child when you couldn't afford it. But, you know what I'm saying, those things we get in the world, that void is never filled with worldly stuff. And it doesn't matter how much worldly stuff you obtain, because it's from the world. There's nothing in the world that can give you satisfaction. And this is why you want to seek the kingdom and his righteousness, because then everything else is added to you. See, God died to give you a life of abundance. He died to give you a better life. And it's his desire for his sacrifice to not be in vain. So he wants you to pursue that life that he created you to have. But Satan wants you to pursue the things of the world. So that's why so much is going into marketing and into AI and into all of this stuff, into algorithms to get to understand the human mind. It's just really to get you to consume more and more and more and more. But you know what I'm saying? If that's what you, as opposed to seeking the kingdom and its righteousness and getting everything that way, if you seek the world and the things of the world, you'll never feel fulfilled. It'll never be enough shoes. It'll never be enough clothes. It'll never be enough women. It'll never be enough drugs. It'll never be enough. Because these things aren't of the kingdom. These things are of the world. And you can't get fulfillment from the world. You get fulfillment from God. He literally, he fills those voids for you. That's why you have to have a relationship with him. You know what I'm saying? He already knows you and knows everything you've gone through. And he knows how to get you to the life that he created you to have. And it's only through him and through really having a real relationship with him that you get that abundant life. We all want a life of abundance. And he made a plan for each and every single one of us to obtain that abundant life. And it's the trick of the enemy to think, to get you to think that if you help somebody, that, you know what I'm saying, you'll be taking something away from yourself by helping somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Well, they never helped me, or you know what I'm saying, that I can't do nothing for nobody else spirit. That's how you you go 10 years and be in the same spot that you was in 10 years ago. That's how you never grow and never change. That I can't do nothing for nobody else spirit. But that's the trick of the enemy, to get you not to grow. But really, anything the enemy can do to get you focused off of God and the kingdom and the fact that everything you need is in him, he gonna do it. He gonna distract you, and he gonna make the things of the world seem more gratifying than the things of the spirit. Because of course he don't want you to turn to God. He knows the truth, but he don't want you to turn to God, because as long as he can keep you in the world, then he can control you. He can control what you do. He can, you know what I'm saying? He can control outcomes in the world and produce outcomes that he would like to produce. But in God is everything. And all you have to do is seek his kingdom and his righteousness. All you have to do is travel down that path to become more Christ-like and enter into the kingdom. It's not an easy path. But you know what? The level of responsibility is based on the difficulty level is based on the level of responsibility that God has planned to bestow upon you. So, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that God has for you is fitting for you. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to put a cross on you that you can't bear. But each and every one of us have to pick up our cross. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a process to become more Christ-like. And through that process, you eventually become kingdom. But as long as we live, we are always going to be in pursuit of a more Christ-like version of ourselves. God is not into complacency. God is not in. It don't matter how old you get. God is not into complacency. He's not into you not growing. As soon as you stop growing, and as soon as you feel like you want to sit down and take a break, then you know what I'm saying. That's not a good thing for you. That's not a good thing for you. But yeah, I just wanted to come touch bases with y'all. Everything you need really is in God. You know what I'm saying? But you just have to get to know him. And it's just like getting to know anybody else. Except God is omnipresent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand. But as you, he's a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. And as you seek him, he reveals different things to you that you need to know that will help you along your journey. He reveals himself to you. That's why he tells you to seek his face, so you can get to know him. He wants a relationship with you. And really, all it is you talking to him. You know what I'm saying? All it is you talking to him. It don't get no better than that. It don't matter where you are or what you're doing, and allowing the Holy Spirit to live on the inside of you. That's really all it is. That's where you start. And until you die, that never stops. You know what I'm saying? But it's as easy as talking. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you gotta, you know what I'm saying, take care of him, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, he omnipresent. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you gotta feed him or nothing like that, or cook for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, just open your mouth and talk to him. And when you don't know what to say, you can always try inviting him into your heart and allowing him to find whatever he gonna find, and allowing him to remove whatever it is in there that he find that don't belong there. And that's how you grow. It's really easy. It's really simple. I don't know why religion want to overcomplicate it. It's not complicated at all. That's why I say we're living for God is made practical. Because, you know what I'm saying, once you get the foundation and you realize this illusion that Satan made, that, child, please, and you understand that he defeated anyway, you know what I'm saying, you on your way to the abundant life that God created you to live. And God created an abundant life for each and every one of us. If all the gold and the silver in the world belong to him, then how can, that's why I said that I can't never do nothing for nobody's spirit. If it all belongs to the Lord, and if it all belongs to the Lord, then, you know what I'm saying, how can being the person that God created you to be and helping other people that you know need help and giving to people who are less fortunate ever take anything from you? You know what I'm saying? That's not even a biblical principle. That's nowhere in the Bible. That's literally the exact opposite of what the Bible say. So, you know what I'm saying? I might have to talk about that in a different video. But yeah, that's what I got for y'all today. So hopefully it makes sense. I'm about to go in here into the gym. And that clap was kind of aggressive. I need to go. I just took a pre-workout, so you know what I'm saying. I'm a little pumped. All right, y'all. I'm about to go into this gym. Get my swole on. That little muscle. Yeah. So, okay. Bye.